So did a really popular actor completely violate and disrespect another really popular actor in front of the world to see, or was this just a friendly gesture? That is what we are here to debate.
Okay.
So last night there was something called the Power Players Mix and Mingle event in L.A., and I got this video from Nick Hamilton 213 on Twitter. And so a lot of the celebrities were out to celebrate Megan Good, who is now starring in a new Tyler Perry produced film called Divorce in Black. So there's a ton of actors here. Everybody's mingling. Everybody's mixing and, it's talking and doing their thing. So Michael Ealy, which is important to note if you're not familiar with who he is an actor who women seem to find very, very attractive.
Oh, I know who Michael Ealy is.
Right.
His eyes
Clearly,
are like
she's one of them.
pierced. Oh, he's got the most. He's got beautiful eyes.
And so he's always, it seems at least, playing these roles in movies where he's a villain. Like, it's just what he does, and he does it very well. So he's always either stalking a woman, breaking into her home, hiding under her bed, taking women from like their boyfriends or their husbands. So it's like an ongoing joke with him that he sometimes plays these roles in real life. And men get a little uncomfortable when he gets a little too comfortable with their women.
Yeah, I mean, I just looked the dude up. He's that good looking. That if he enters a room, you're like, for your woman, you need to stay away from that one dude right there.
Exactly.
The guy with the eyes, you stay away from him.
So he walks in, and Megan Good is now dating Jonathan Majors, which we have spoken about quite often, and everyone knows. And so I'm going to try to paint this scene for you guys as I am playing the audio. I will tell you exactly what is going on. So Michael Ealy walks in, clearly sees Jonathan Majors, and sees Megan Good. He does give Jonathan Majors like a handshake, just a simple handshake. Then he sees Megan Good. His eyes light up. Her eyes light up. He goes in for the hug, and he lifts her off the ground for at least 2 seconds.
Okay.
And then he puts her back down. And then he kind of daps up everybody else around.
Well, it's obviously the two of them are significant friends. They must have worked on projects together or something like that?
They have. They worked on several movies in the past. So obviously they do have a friendly relationship. But the way he lifted her, it seems like that's when the comments became, that's disrespectful.
Are really people coming after him for lifting her up in a hug?
Absolutely.
I think that is so ridiculous.
That's because he's that good looking.
And if you look, it's funny though, because if you look at Jonathan Majors' face as this is all taking place, it completely changes. Like at first he looks.
I didn't even look at him.
Oh, look at his face. You got to look at his face because he starts to like. It's kind of as a man watching another man. You can read the body language so clearly. He starts to like look away. He doesn't know what to do with his hands. He's a bit nervous. And then they all go to take the picture together. Right after he lifts her, like a group picture, he's not smiling in it. He's like the only one kind of not smiling, looking like, let's just take the picture. And then at the end, he does like this kind of weird smile, and he doesn't look Michael Ealy in the eyes at any point throughout this entire situation. So is it or is it not disrespectful to greet someone's woman in front of the man and lift her up off the ground?
I'm standing firm that it is not disrespectful, and only because I come from my point of view where I have a friend who is a guy. He is objectively very good looking, and we are very good friends. And every time I see him, he gives me that type of hug. Like, that's the type of hug he gives me in front of my husband.
Really?
Yes, absolutely.
This, to me, really, their friendship needs to be defined. I mean, you better be almost like a brother and sister combo for a hug like that to happen. If they occasionally see each other and he comes up and does that, I'm a little side eye on that.
No, but if you've done multiple movies together, right? If you've been on multiple projects together, you can forge really good friendships and really good bonds with people on set. And if it's been a minute since you've gotten to see each other or work on a project, then you're going to be super stoked to see each other for the first time in a while.
This has happened between me, Cassie, and Chad. We were at an event and she lifted me up. No, I think, how about you?
So for me, I don't think it's disrespectful. Like, I don't feel like he did anything malicious by it. I think genuinely he just got excited and lifted her up. But if I'm Jonathan Majors, I feel some type of way about it. You did not exaggerate. I'm looking at him. I'm like, he has that perfect look of, I don't know what to do with my hands.
Exactly. Yes.
Just kind of like waiting for it to be over. And you could tell they definitely had some words about it after.
They showed a video of J. Cole approaching Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union, and he daps up Dwayne Wade, and then he looks at Gabrielle Union and he daps her up the same exact way. That is how you approach my lady in front of me. You cannot. I'm worse than Bert. You can't even be like brother and sister to do that. You have to be brother and sister in order to do that. You can't do that.
So I'm sitting here thinking, like, I'm going through like the roster of people I know and friends, and like if we went over and we saw like Molly and Joel, and Bart went over and hugged Molly and picked her up like that, would not care.
But everybody is so tight in this group that you're talking about, though. So,
but they're tight. Like
are
it's
they,
very
or did they
apparent
just
that
work
Megan
together?
Good. It's very apparent that Megan Good and Ely. Yeah, but we work together and we're tight.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be jealous at all. But we're also really, really good friends.
And maybe Megan Good and
They ain't that good.
Right. So
They've been in a movie or two together.
let me tell you.
Well, I don't know.
The reaction would be very different if it was Martin Lawrence doing the picking up. This dude is super.
Why did Martin catch a stray?
I mean, come on, man. There's a difference here. There is obviously aesthetic discrimination going on here. Look at this dude.
Yeah, he's a good looking dude.
The Bert Show.